routes and index. All right, and this is basically the home page or the members page, welcome page, whatever you want to call it. All right, and right now the way it is, obviously anyone can go to it. What we're going to do is throw in a second parameter here, which will be a function, and it's going to be called ensure authenticated. All right, so that's going to call, and we just need to create that function right here. We'll say function ensure authentication. All right, and then we're going to say this is going to take in a request, a result, and next. All right, and this is going to say if request dot is authenticated. So this function here, we're dealing with the passport authentication API. All right, so if they're authenticated, then we're just going to return. We're going to return next, which will make it so it moves on to the next piece of middleware. If not, right here we can just redirect. So res.redirect, and they're going to get sent to users/login. And we'll save that and restart the server. And that should log us out. What happened here? Ensure authenticated is not defined. Did I spell it wrong? Ensure authenticated. That's weird. Oh, I wrote authentication. Alright. Ensure authenticated. Alright, so we'll reload. And let's go to login. So we shouldn't be logged in right now. When we click members, it just takes us right back. Alright, we can go to register, but we go to members and we need to log in. If we log in, we get sent to members, and now we can just visit members whenever we want. Okay, if we log out, try to go back, that shouldn't happen. Log out, go back. Huh. It seems like the logout isn't working. That's strange. Users, logout. Oh, we didn't put parentheses here. That should be like that. Try again. Alright, so login. Okay, we can't go to members. We try to log in. Brings us to members. Okay, so we can visit members. Now we click log out. Brings us back to login. Click members. And it just sends us back to login. So that's exactly how it should work. Now there's one last thing I want to do here, and that is if we're logged in, then I don't want to see register or login because we're already logged in. If we're not logged in, then I don't want to see log out. Okay, it doesn't make sense. So we need to do something in the, I believe, the app.js file. We want access to the user object. The user object is basically what tells us if we're logged in or not. It has the user's name and some other information, and we want that to be accessible in all views. Alright, because if we just have it in, say, the user's view, then when we go to members, it's not going to apply. Alright, and we need it on every page because we want the menu to be the same on every page. So we need to make a route that goes to all. Alright, instead of just, for instance, we're saying route get the home page. In the users, we have like router get logout. So we basically want this to be all. So I'm going to include this route in the actually I can just copy that and go to app.js, and I gotta figure out where I want to put this. I think I'm gonna put it right above these routes. Alright, and what we're gonna do is it's gonna be a get, but since we're in app.js, this has to change to app. Okay, so app.get, and instead of logout, we're going to put an asterisk, which means all routes. Then what we want to do is basically create a local variable that holds the user information. So to do something local, meaning like this variable can be accessed in all views everywhere. So res.locals, that's what you got to do. And we'll call this user. So res.locals.user is equal to request.user, which gives us that user object. And then we're just going to say or null. Alright, and then under that, we just want to say next to move it along. So now we should be able to access this user in our layout. Okay, so save that, and we're going to go to layout.jade, and this is the menu right here. So members can actually be seen by everyone, that's fine. The next two, which are register and login, should only be shown if the user is not active. Alright, so we're going to say, or not logged in is a better way to say it. So we're going to say if not user. Alright, and then we just want to tab these over, and that's all we have to do. So if there's no user, if the user's not logged in, then this will show register and login. And then down here, let's go right here and say if user, and then just tab this over and tab that over. Alright, and then we'll save it, restart, and we'll go to login. Next is not defined. Next is not defined, that's weird. So that must be here. Oh, we need to pass in next. Alright, so try that again and that should work. Okay, so login, and you can see that now logout is not there. Alright, now if we log in, ignore this pop-up, that's just my password save thing. And now you can see that logout is there and register and login are not. Alright, so that is working fantastic. Alright, so that is basically our complete authentication system. Now I know it was quite a bit of work, but this is something that is very reusable, so you could use this in your other Node projects, even the projects that are to come in this series. We'll probably use this again, but we'll do the we'll log in through something like Facebook or Twitter, something that's not local. We might do that later on. So I hope you enjoyed this chapter, and I will see you in the next one.